right, so we've done some stuff with permutation and combination. And so today we're going to be looking at probability, which is a little bit different. So the first thing we're going to look at right here is sample space. So we have 2 dice. And this is the same way they do it like in Vegas. Okay? This is the possibilities. Anybody heard of craps? Okay. So I know that some of you are like, why are we learning how to gamble in class? But it's not really that. It's just a good way to start teaching probability, because we do want to think of, you use probability and statistics. It's probably the most math you'll see in almost in every job. In the medical field, it could be like, 1 out of 6 people have a reaction to this medication. Okay? So this is just a simpler way to do it than talking about people and their reactions to things every single time, or, like how often a tire fails for a car, or how often a part doesn't work. This is something that you'll use in almost every job, but dice is just a nice, easy way to talk about sample space because you can actually see it. So right here is a sample space. We're going to roll 2 dice. We know with 1 die there's only 6 different possibilities, right? But with 2 dice, how many possibilities do we have here?
Pardon for the interruption. Attention all staff. At this time, could you please dismiss the girls and boys bowling team to meet their bus at the west end pool door? Once again, please dismiss the varsity bowling team to meet their bus at the west end pool door. Thank you.
Okay, so right here, how many different possibilities do we have for 2 dice? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So we have 36 different options. So that's something I just want to write down at the side, that there's 36 different ways I can roll 2 dice. So now we're going to go through this, and we're going to talk about put the chair back. You can sit right there. Sit right there. Okay. We're going to talk about the different possibilities to roll these dice. Okay. So we want to talk about the probability of rolling a sum of 10. So I'm going to use different colors to do this, but we're going to go through and I'm going to mark all the ones when you add them together gives you 10. So we've got 5 and 5 gives us 10, right? So let's see. We've got 5 and 5 gives us 10, so this one right here. What else? 4 and 6 gives us 10. And 6 and 4 gives us 10. So those are all my possible things that give me a sum of 10. Do you guys see those? So how many out of 36 gives me a sum of 10? Okay. So 3 out of 36. Can we reduce 3 out of 36 to a smaller decimal? So if you put it in your calculator, if you guys literally put 3 divided by 36 and then push enter, it reduces the fraction for you. But we know that 3 goes into 3 1 time, and 3 goes into 36 12 times. So 1 out of 12. 3 out of 36 would be fine, but I want you to start working on reducing your fractions. Okay. How many different ways do we have to roll doubles? So if we look right down here, it kind of shows us. We got 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, 6 and 6. So how many is that? 6 ways. So we get 6 out of 36. What does that reduce to? If we go 6 divided by 36, what do we get? 1/6. Good. How are we doing with this? Do you guys... You want to do number 3 before? Because the rest of them, whatever ones we don't do today in class, they're going to be your homework. Okay, so if you're looking over them and you're not sure about one, that's the one you got to ask about. So let's look at 3. A sum divisible by 3. So what things are divisible by 3 out of all of these? So the possibilities, when we add them together, the biggest we're going to get is 12, right? So we've got 12 is divisible by 3, correct? What else is divisible by 3? Is 11? 10. 9? 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Okay. So anything that's a 3, a 6, a 9, or 12. So we only have one 12 that's right here. This is 11, 10. This is a 9. This is 11, this is a 10, this is a 9, 8, 7, this is a 6, this is a 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is 8, this is 9. You see what I'm doing? This is a 9, that's 8, that's 7, this is 6, that's 5, that's 4. Okay, this is 6, 7, 8. This is 5, 6, 7. This is a 6. 3, 4, 5. That's 4. This is a 3. That's a 7. This is 6. This is 5. This is 4. This is 3. Okay, so I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12 out of 36. Is that what you guys got? Okay, so what is 12 out of 36 reduced to? One over 3. 1 over 3. Okay, I'm going to leave the rest of the dice ones for you guys to do. And we're going to move on to some theoretical probability with coins. Okay? So, probability of tails when flipping a coin once. So this should be just like your warm-up. What do you get? What's the probability of flipping tails? 50% or 1 out of 2. Okay? What's the probability of rolling a 1 when rolling 1 die? So how many sides are there possible on a die? 6. What's the probability of getting 1? 1/6. Okay, let's just flip this over. Ladies. Okay, I'm going to do, I think, number 8, and then I'll try one from number 12. Okay, so I'm just going to do 8 and number 12, and then I'm going to leave the rest for you guys. Okay, unless you have a question about one of them. So number 8, a bag contains 4 marbles, red marbles, 3 yellow marbles, and 2 blue marbles. You draw 1 marble out of the bag. What is the probability that that marble is? Okay, so how many marbles are there total? So 4 plus 3 plus 2 is? What's 4 plus 3 plus 2? 9. Okay, so we know there's a possibility of 9. How many of them are blue? 2, so 2 out of 9. Does that make sense? How many of them are yellow? So we got 3 out of 9. Can we reduce that? How many times does 3 go into 3? How many times does 3 go into 9? 3. So there's 1/3 chance that it's going to be yellow. What is the probability of picking pink? 0. So 0 out of 9 or just 0. Okay, we're going to go all the way down to number 12. Yep. Number 12. What's the probability of drawing a red jack? If you have 52 cards, 13 hearts, 13 diamonds, 13 spades, 13 clubs, how many jacks are in a set?
4.
4. How many of them are red?
4.
Try again.
No, wait, roll 1.
Try again.
2.
2, because diamonds and hearts are red, correct? How many cards are in the deck total?
52.
So it's 2 out of 52, which can be reduced to
1 out of 26.
1 out of 26. Is there any of these that you're reading over that you might have questions on? So if you're looking, you draw 1 letter out of the bag. You guys are okay with that? What's the probability of randomly choosing a day of the week that is a weekend? No questions about any of these? Okay, I'm going to let you work on the rest of these on your own then. And we're going to go over the answers to these tomorrow. This is going to be your homework / classwork. Most of you should be able to finish this in class today.
Oh, yeah, it's simple.